Now this video is for solar engineers. With me here I have tier 1 solar panels and a Deye battery. But Deye battery is my point of focus. Let me show you something. Now, because we started with general batteries like Felicity, SRNE and all of that, we didn't encounter certain issues we started encountering when we started using the Deye battery. And it's not because the batteries are bad or the cells are bad or anything like that. It's because we didn't take note of the specification of the battery properly. Let me show you something. Now, on the Deye battery, one of the things you realize is that this, for example, is a 5 kilowatt hour lithium battery, and you can see there 5.12 kilowatts, and the nominal capacity is 100 amp hour. But if you check the BMS rating, you see that charge and discharge current rating is 50 amps. Now that 50 amps can either make or mar your solar installation. What's the advantage of 50 amps on a 5 kilowatt hour lithium battery? The advantage is that you don't get to over discharge your battery and the cells probably last longer. But the disadvantage is that you can't discharge this particular battery up to 5,000 watts. Now, if you have a Felicity lithium battery, a Felicity hybrid inverter like 6,000 or 6 kVA installed with this particular battery, there is high likelihood that your system will be shutting out multiple times, especially when you load the inverter up to 3,000 watts. Now, 50 amps on this battery means that you can't draw more than 2.5 kilowatts out of it. And you also can't charge it more than 2.5 kilowatts. There are cases where we've installed 6 590 watt solar panels and the battery will just start shutting down while it's charging. Obviously, we want to charge our battery faster, but now there's a limitation on it because of the BMS rating. And that basically means that now, for us to be able to charge the battery, we have to limit the current output on our inverter while charging, and also ensure that the customer does not overload the inverter more than 2.5 kilowatts so that the battery can be able to work effectively. Let me show you what a 6 kVA inverter looks like inside. This is a 6 kVA IVEM Felicity hybrid inverter, and this is one of the most common inverters we use for installations. Now you see here now that this particular inverter is 6,000 watts. It can put out 137 amps at 48 volts. So what it basically means for that particular battery to have 50 amps in it is that anytime this particular inverter is loaded up to 50% of its capacity, that battery will shut down. Now, there are many engineers that will install systems like this perfectly and will not realize that what's causing the shutdown intermittently is the capacity of the BMS of the battery they are using. Now, batteries like Felicity, SRN don't have that problem because most of them have BMS rating of 100 amps. But the 50 amps limit on the Deye battery causes this particular system to shut down. And that basically means that you also can't use the maximum capacity of this inverter because of the limitation on the battery. So if you want to use maximum capacity of this inverter on that particular battery, you have to double the battery so that each battery can put out 50 amps and you can bring out the combined 100 amps. Thank you.